Hi everyone, this is Maravilla and welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be teaching you how to make green chicken pozole. I know, you're probably thinking, why is she not making red? Red is the traditional one, yes. But this one is really good and it's wonderful to share with your family, create it, follow my step-by-step instructions on how to make it, especially during this holiday season. The main ingredients you'll need will be green tomatoes or tomatillos. You'll need cilantro, epazote, chile poblano, onions, jalapenos. We add serrano peppers, but this is optional. We add them because we like ours to be more spicy. Of course, you're gonna need the chicken. We use a little bit of everything to give it a nicer flavor. You'll also need a little bit of spinach and you'll need a can of hominy. For serving, you're gonna need some cabbage, radish, crema mexicana or Mexican cream. You'll also need queso fresco or just regular cheese, and you'll need some tostadas to pair it up with. While that is there, you're also gonna put some water to boil. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get started with cleaning the chicken. So you're gonna go ahead and take an onion. You're gonna clean it up because one piece is gonna go into your boiling water with a little bit of onion. So you're just gonna go ahead, cut that up. We're gonna throw it here in your water as it boils. This is where you're gonna put your chicken. You're also gonna add some salt. It'll be about a teaspoon. You're gonna go ahead and close it again so that it can go ahead and start to boil. In the meantime, the next step is to clean your chicken. This one is really important. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you buy chicken from the grocery store, it has a distinguished smell. So what we do is that we always wash it with onion. So you grab your little piece of onion and you're gonna scrub it. You're gonna scrub. Make sure you scrub under the skin. And then you're gonna rinse it. Take off any of that slimy that you feel. That's why it's really important that you clean your chicken. From there, we're gonna go ahead and do that to all these pieces. So we'll be right back.
Okay, now that your water is boiling and your chicken is clean, you're gonna carefully toss it in here. Make sure you don't drop it too high so that it doesn't burn you because the water is boiling. So you're slowly gonna just drop it in there. Our chicken breasts were really big, so I did cut them up in smaller sizes. That way it fits more people. But you can put them in there all as one piece. You're gonna go ahead and close it, and you're gonna bring it to a high flame so that it could boil again because it got a little cold. So we'll go on and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next step. While your chicken is cooking, you're gonna go ahead and start preparing everything else. We're gonna go ahead and peel these tomatillos. And once they're peeled, you're gonna wash them really good because they are a little sticky, okay? Yeah. Okay guys, so now I have cleaned and washed our green tomatoes and our jalapenos as well as our serrano peppers. I added half a onion and then I added some garlic cloves. We're gonna put this to boil. So I already put water to boil in the meantime. So you're gonna go ahead and drop it in here. You're gonna add just a little bit of salt. So you're just gonna do a little bit of salt. You're gonna cover this. You're gonna go ahead and let it come to a boil. Make sure that you turn it off as soon as it boils so that your green tomato doesn't get all over the place. I have washed these peppers. We're gonna go ahead and now the next step, this one is really important. That way you can bring out the best flavors. You're gonna go ahead and put them in the stove to cook. So you're just gonna put them here. You're gonna watch them as they start to get cooked. You're gonna start to hear them pop. So you're gonna just slowly, it'll take about 10-15 minutes for them to be ready. You're gonna slowly start to turn them around, and then during that time, you're gonna get a bag ready. You're gonna get this bag handy because as soon as they have cooked, you're gonna see that they're gonna start to have like a burnt layer on top, and that's perfect. That's what we want. When that happens, as soon as you take it off the stove, you're gonna put it in here, you're gonna close it. That way you're gonna be able to peel that top layer of the chili pepper. So we're gonna go ahead and just let these cook in the meantime, okay? And then you're gonna start to see your chili start to get burned. That's perfect. That's what we want. So we have our chicken here. We're waiting for it to boil. And then we have our green tomatillos with the jalapenos. And I couldn't do this without my honey here. He's helping me to prep that. He's gonna finish doing that. I'm gonna start cleaning up the radishes to get your peppers have fully cooked. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put them in this baggie here. All of them at the same time is fine. You're gonna go ahead and do it pretty fast so that it keeps the heatness. And then what you're gonna go ahead and do, you're just gonna go ahead and tuck the bag and you're just gonna let them rest.
Corte perfecto. Para mí.
He's the best at chopping the cabbage. I'm horrible. He does the nice thin little layers. I can't do that. So that's his job. So when your chicken starts to boil, you're gonna start to see all this foam come to the top. What you wanna do with the spoon is that you wanna go ahead and remove that. That way your chicken stew is nice and clean and clear. This is all the dirtiness from your chicken. So you definitely wanna take this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then I'll show you the next step. So we've let our peppers steam up. So now it's gonna be really easy to remove the skin. So we're gonna go ahead and do that for all 4 of the peppers. So we're gonna go ahead and remove what looked burnt, which is the first layer. So see, it looks all burnt like it doesn't work. But once you clean it up, it's gonna look nice and clean. This is what we're gonna use to make the green sauce for the pozole. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up all 4 of them, okay? So right now what I am doing is I'm deveining it. So I'm taking out all the seeds so it doesn't go into your sauce. So you're just gonna go ahead, remove that carefully so your chili pepper doesn't fall into the trash can. It has happened. They get pretty slimy. So we're just gonna go ahead and clean them up really quick. You don't have to remove all of the seeds, but it's good to remove most of them. That way you don't have all that chunkiness in your sauce. Ooh, good catch. One of the most important things when you're cooking is that you have fun, that you enjoy cooking. Because believe it or not, the flavors matter and they do come from the soul, as they say. So if you're happy, your food is gonna taste even better. So the next step, once you have your chili here, we're gonna go ahead, wash my hands really quick. We're gonna go ahead and start working on the sauce. So here I have the tomatillo, the chili, the onion, and the garlic. So we're gonna slowly start to incorporate this mixture into our blender. We're gonna go ahead and just add this. Slowly start to incorporate it. You're gonna blend it all together. So you could do it in 2 parts. As you can tell, I have quite a few ingredients because our family is big. So I'm making enough for 16 servings. But when you make this, you don't have to make that much. I'm gonna leave you guys the ingredients for 8 people or 8 servings. And that way you'll be able to take out and add a little bit more of what you need. So you can either double it or you can divide it if you need it smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and start incorporating all of the peppers and the ingredients that we had. Believe it or not, you're actually gonna use a few of the tails from the radishes. This is a unique ingredient that will go in there. So these have been washed already. So we're just gonna incorporate just a little bit to give it a little extra flavor. We're also gonna go ahead and add our, where did it go? Our spinach. So we are gonna incorporate the spinach as well. gonna do about 2 cups of spinach. I'm gonna have to divide mine up into 2 portions or 2 blenders because that's not gonna be enough. We're also gonna go ahead and incorporate cilantro, and we're gonna go ahead and incorporate mint leaves. So we're gonna go ahead, and this is how much comes in a bunch. You're just gonna use half. This is just to give it a little extra flavor. So I'm gonna work in blending all this together, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so in the meantime, chicken has cooked fully, and now we're gonna start by rinsing the hominy. You're gonna go ahead and dump it because it comes in water. So you're gonna dump it all. When you look at it, it's it has little foam, little bubbles come out. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and just run it through warm water. It doesn't have to be hot. Keep in mind this is already pre-cooked. So you're just gonna go ahead and rinse it all out. While you let this drain for a little bit, since your chicken is cooked, you do not want to make your chicken get overcooked or be overcooked. So while this drains, what we're gonna go ahead and do, the next step is to remove the chicken. After we remove the chicken, we're gonna go ahead and pour it over the hominy along with the green sauce that you see there. So almost done with that. So we're gonna just let this kind of drain for a little bit. I'm gonna work in removing the chicken. So you can tell it's nice and cooked. You don't wanna overcook it or else you're gonna have chicken pieces all over your stew. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all of the pieces of chicken. Okay, so we are getting to the last steps. We're gonna go ahead and just shake our hominy, and we're gonna go ahead and add our hominy to the mixture here. And at the same time, what we're gonna do is now we're gonna add our blended ingredients. So all the tomatillo, the jalapeno, the serrano peppers, the poblano peppers, the cilantro, the spinach, the radish tails, onions, garlic, everything is in here. And it smells so good and it tastes so good. We're gonna go ahead and incorporate this into the stew. I always like to do half first. We're gonna go ahead and mix it. You're gonna go ahead, take a look. You're gonna see if it needs a little more, then you'll be able to add more. As a good Mexican recipe, there are no measurements. I don't know how it happens. I used to always tell my mom, how much do I put? Like a teaspoon, a cup? She would always say, you'll know. And I think it's a gift from our ancestors that, I don't know how, as you get older, you just know. You just keep adding some salt and you keep checking to see if it's what you need, if it needs a little bit more salt, does it need more stew? What is it missing? So I actually ended up incorporating everything. Now that everything is here, you see the hominy here, all the ingredients are here, we have to let this boil. Once it boils, you're gonna go ahead and bring the heat down. You're gonna put it on a medium low. You're gonna let it simmer and just boil so that all the flavors can incorporate. After this is ready, then you're gonna go ahead and add your chicken. You can either add it back in there, or so that it doesn't get all smushy and overcooked, you can leave it to the side and just add it to the bowl as needed. So we're gonna go ahead and just let this here come to a boil, and we're gonna simmer it for about 10-15 minutes. So we have now served our pozole. Here you're gonna see the hominy in the bottom. Then we have the chicken, and then we decorate it with the cabbage and the radish. And of course you'll have the sides. We always, for us, we're used to eating the table cream or crema mexicana, and the queso fresco and the tostada. So what we do is that we'll layer the tostada with the table cream, then we'll add some cheese, and then we go ahead and enjoy. So thank you guys so much for watching us make pozole verde de pollo. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoy and let us know what you think. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Provecho.
Delicioso.